Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats, that's more for killing. Imagine if...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come on, set!
Two and a throw right away. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Isaiah McKenzie. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Get ready.
Here's Mostert. Mostert. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Second down and goal. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Now Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys feel it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Let's go now. Come on, 38. Red, cycle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And now here's another interception. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not.
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Ready.
He was brought down by 1 Miller.
52 plus.
1 yard gain.
second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready?
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Got it.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Singletary will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So an important touchdown right there, is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A give up the middle to Singletary. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Tua to throw again. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Come back in! Hustle!
From the 24, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. 18, right here. 65 yet.
Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Check smash.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz now on first down.
A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Play action. Now Wentz.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cole Turner there to make the grab. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Eagles 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Throwing is Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On the ball, on the ball.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's good for an Eagles.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
At their 48-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Out to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So they just need 1 yard here
to pick up the first down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Here's McKissick. And a short gain here down to the 22. On 2nd and 9. Wentz steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Eagles nothing. Joey Slide.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Thomas brings it in. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
There we go. Back.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Robinson with another carry. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And Thomas has it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Throwing is Wentz. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Always got some breathing room.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wentz. And incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point.
This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Wentz to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Sly able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Okay, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go, here we go.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. First, yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers.